You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey Days fans, I've got your early edition spoilers for September 30th through October 4th. Stefan DiMera is getting dragged into court. Somebody is suing him and this could get ugly, and Eric Brady is facing someone's wrath. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and as we always do on early edition day, we're going to go through what's happening the rest of this week just to set up what good is coming next week on your NBC soap. With that in mind, Wednesday, September 25th, we have got Brady and his stepbrother, Eric, half-brother, stepbrother, Eric, updating each other. They are catching up. And this conversation, by the way, is a turning point. Eric Martsolf talked in a recent interview and said Eric is really trying to get through to his brother, saying, you know, there's a reason you don't remember things. Like, Eric has been in this exact situation with a serious DUI accident. And I think, you know, maybe Eric's memories of that night are pretty clear in his mind because he has a lot of regret, where even though he was drunk, where Brady simply has no memories. And this is some sort of revelatory thing for Brady where he's like, maybe I really didn't do this thing. However, things are going really downhill for him. Sarah is begging Xander, please don't go after Brady, but that's exactly what he's planning to do. Sophia and Tate are doing some bonding and maybe more when Holly interrupts them. And of course, Sophia will not like that at all. She's been trying to steal Tate for quite some time, and Fiona has a little confession of some sort. It looks like she stuns Maggie with something. She says, I wonder if she's going to go ahead and own up to sleeping with Brady, since she knows that Xander will probably tell her and Sarah. So Thursday, September 26th, Xander has enlisted the help of a henchman. And in that same interview, it's kind of funny. Paul Telfer said that Xander's really moving up in the world, that he has henchmen of his own, because, you know, in the past, he was always Victor's henchman or Kristen's henchman, Ava's henchman at one point. Now he's got his own. Looks like he's getting his hands on an unmarked, unregistered firearm, and this henchman is also going to be the one that drugs Brady. Sarah is very worried, and they end up having a conversation in the park, and Xander doesn't hold back. He lets her know that, yeah, he is planning to kill Brady, but it's all right. Don't worry, honey. I'm not going to go to jail because I'm going to stage it to look like a suicide. And then Sarah has to rapidly figure out how to stop this. She doesn't want Xander arrested. She doesn't want Brady dead, but she's got to be very clever about this. Meanwhile, Holly is snooping and spying on Tate, and he catches her at it, and that's going to be awkward. And Eric has an argument with EJ about Holly. They're at the pub. Eric is getting pretty aggressive with EJ. Judging on the spoiler photos I've seen, he's pushing back on him. He's looking pretty threatening. And I just wonder if EJ is going to make a snarky remark about, Eric being a drunk like his brother Brady, and how they just hurt people and don't care. And of course, Eric probably thinks that EJ is encouraging Holly to hate him and hate Nicole, but EJ wasn't doing that. He was actually trying to make things better. Friday, September 27th. So we have Brady drugged, and Xander is sneaking into his room. Now, I've seen two different things. This is interesting. I saw one piece of things saying that Brady goes home to Marlena and John's place and crawls into his bed. However, the set that they are shooting on is distinctly the rooms above the Brady pub. So we'll see. Doesn't really matter where. The bottom line is that Brady is drugged. He is dead to the world, and Xander sneaks into the room. He's got that gun. He's going to put it in Brady's hand, put it to Brady's head, shoot him in the head, and make it like, oh, he was, depressed and upset because he drove drunk and paralyzed someone and killed himself. But it's Jada that foils Xander's plan. So I wonder if somehow, Sarah enlists her or alerts her in a way that won't get Xander caught. I don't know. And Chanel is very upset that Johnny went behind her back demanding rewrites from Leo for the love scene. And of course, Leo has had enough of this with everybody demanding rewrites. Stephanie hangs out with Alex, and Brady tells Eric he had a strange encounter. This is after, he wakes up. Maybe he's remembering the henchman that drugged him and then, sleeping very, very, very soundly. Meanwhile, Sarah sits down with Fiona and tells her that she has got memories back from the accident. And I'm sure Fiona is going to be panicking. All right, the week of September 30th through October 4th, Xander completely rips into Eric. And I'm guessing it is for defending Brady because, again, Eric is even questioning if Brady did this. Brady doesn't remember it. There's no witnesses. Basically, it's almost just based on this supposed scratch on his car, which can't be proven because Kristen had it crushed. And just the fact that Brady kind of confessed and was owning up to it, even though he didn't remember it. So this is going to get messy. Xander and Eric have never been fans of each other, but Eric does care about Sarah. But at the same time, he's not going to want his brother to go down for a crime he didn't commit. Fiona asks Sarah about her lies. It's a very interesting spoiler, so I'm assuming this is Sarah keeping Fiona's secret and basically lying by omission to Xander by not letting him know that his mother is the one who did the hit and run, was drunk, and paralyzed her. Meanwhile, Maggie is also begging Xander, please, please stop this vendetta against Brady. I did a standalone video you can check out about this where the actors that play Xander and Brady and Fiona and Sarah did an interview and they spilled some tea about what is ahead because the path towards the truth coming out is opening up very, very soon. Sarah is trying to protect Xander from being hurt about the fact that his mom did this terrible thing, but she's also trying to protect other people from Xander's wrath. And initially that's Brady, and then she's trying to proactively shield Fiona as well. So Sarah's crossing her own lines, but with very, very good reasons. Abigail, fake Abigail, and her brother Mark Green are discussing what she's doing to fool Chad and get him to propose so they can get remarried at Clyde's demand. And of course, Clyde is holding their mom hostage, but Fabi is feeling so icky and so disgusted about what she's doing. But at the same time, she can't really stop because her mom's life is at risk. EJ is the one planning to sue his brother, Stefan DiMera, the charge being defamation. Now, I wonder if this is EJ's idea to shut down Stefan slinging accusations about the baby swap. With Sloan gone, there's really only one other person around to corroborate what he's done, and that would be Eric Brady. And of course, Eric doesn't like EJ, but I don't know if he would testify just because of everything going on with Holly. I don't know. We are pretty interested over here to see how that goes down. I do suspect Gabby and EJ aren't quite done, despite Stefan's threats after what happened at the hospital scene with her throwing Stefan out after finding out he was in Ava's room when he was stabbed. I think there's still potential there for EJ and Gabby. And Alex wants some advice from Stephanie. And I wonder if it's about those body and soul love scenes. Those are all of our early edition spoilers. Please drop your comments on what you're excited to see. Definitely come back later this week when we will have your full roster of dated daily spoilers for the week of September 30th through October 4th for Days of Our Lives. Please subscribe. Please come back. Check us out. It's me, Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking Days of Our Lives with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.